How's it going, guys? My name's Daniel, and I'm here with Spektrum Magazine, and we're here with Corvette heroes, and I'm really excited because there's a pretty big story behind this entire mission, and instead of sitting here and blabbing myself, I'd rather talk to you guys and you guys tell me your names and then
Sure.
maybe a little bit about the mission because there's a lot to say here, so I'm pretty excited.
I am too. I'm Chris Mazzilli. I'm a restorer. I was hired to consult on these 36 cars, and this is Adam Heller. His family and another family found the cars in garages in Manhattan, hired me 5 years ago to restore the cars, and since then a lot has happened. Most important thing being is that we're giving all 36 Corvettes away in a sweepstakes that benefits the National Guard Educational Foundation. I'll let Adam talk a little bit about his family and how they got involved from the beginning.
Thanks for having us. So I'll kind of start from the beginning, the backstory with this cars, because it's an enormous history. So back in 1989, VH1, they came up with this crazy idea to put together a collection. They went out in 2 weeks and they put together every year 53 through 1989, so 36 Corvettes. And they were trying to promote the station and bring viewership. And they had this crazy idea to do a national sweepstakes, and they were charging $1.50 to enter. 2 million people entered at the time, which was unheard of. There's no internet, no cell phones, so they had an enormous response. The Beach Boys gave away 36 cars on live TV to this one guy named Dennis Amadeo from Huntington, Long Island, that won the whole lot. So they handed him a set of keys, 36 keys, 36 cars, which is amazing, but what are you really going to do with 36 cars? About a year later, Peter Max, who had witnessed what was going on with the VH1 giveaway, saw this, and the story goes that he had a dream that he took possession, painted them all in his own style, and drove them around Yankee Stadium. And then he didn't know what he was going to do with them after. He just knew that he had to get these cars. So he reaches out to Dennis. They made a deal. A year later, Peter takes possession of all the cars. So Peter, at the time, started getting very famous. His career took off, and he never got around to doing anything with the cars. And they sat and sat and sat. They were switched around between 4 different garages in Manhattan and Brooklyn over 26 years. And the most amazing thing is he's villainized for letting the cars sit and deteriorate and collect dust, but most other people would have separated the collection, sold them, or done something else with the cars. So the fact that he kept them all together is pretty amazing. That's a big story in itself.
Which is key, because you know what? If the cars were separated, they wouldn't have the value they have today. I mean, you don't find a collection of cars like this together for that long.
Oh, I've never seen it. I mean, I know there's always stories of that happening, right? Like somewhere on a barn in the middle of Missouri or something, you're going to find.
This is the greatest Corvette barn find in history, by far, bar none. Nothing like this.
I would think classic-wise too. I mean, it's pretty up there, right? Like,
Well,
you
the,
just
the amazing thing about this collection is you have 2 of the rarest Corvettes ever produced. You have a 53, a real deal 53, which is over my left shoulder, number 291 of 300 produced, and a real deal 55, which they only made 700. You know, there's only 100 or so 53s left, only like 250 55s left. So those cars alone are worth big money. You're talking about $750,000 of value of those 2 cars.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. And I'll be honest. I mean, it's funny. We'll be showing you guys the picture, but if you see the way that these cars were found, and you know, maybe I can't blame the guy too much. I have a project car myself, and it's sat for a little while, but I think maybe there was some attachment there too. I'm guessing. Right?
We had approached him many times. So we came into the picture because we were helping Peter find homes for these cars. We have a lot of parking contacts. His manager reached out, and we placed the cars in the different garages. And for 15 years we were doing that. We always said, what are you going to do with them? Can we restore one? We just wanted to help. We offered to buy them. He had 0 interest for years. All of a sudden, we get a phone call, and the next day we owned 36 Corvettes. We made a quick deal. We didn't know what we were going to do with them at the time. We just knew it was my family and another family that we had to have them, and we'll figure out the rest of it after. But he definitely was attached to them. We asked many, many times, and he had no interest in hearing anything about it.
Rumor has it you're still doing cartwheels from getting it, right? Like, I'm guessing.
I mean, we're in awe every single day we see this.
Yeah. So tell me, how did you get involved with the National Guard? Like, how did that all come about?
Well, we wanted a military charity, to donate the money to, and they seem to be a good fit for us, and they've been great partners in this.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. And so, can you tell us about any of the cars? Like maybe, I know you have these two beautiful cars right here, right?
So we can talk about these two. The car to my right's a '66 Corvette Coupe. It's painted in Nassau blue with a white interior. Overall, this car is in pretty good condition. It did have Krager mags on it. The engine was not painted the correct color, so we did a fair amount of restoration work on the car, but this one was a big build. The Co-Motion Corvette was a very famous race car on the East Coast in the late 60s and early 70s. Unfortunately, the original owner of the car got killed in Vietnam. His family and friends campaigned the car in his name. It was a national record holder. This is a replica of that car. So it's got a 427 built out to L88 specs. It's a really cool car, and somebody's going to win it.
And so, can you tell us how people can join in and how they can get this going? I know I see people around here signing
Sure,
up.
if they go to lostcorvettes.com, you can enter to win, make a donation to the charity, National Guard Educational Foundation, and you get entered to win one of 36 Corvettes. So we have 36 Corvettes, 36 winners. It's pretty awesome.
It's fully tax deductible. It's for a great cause, so we're getting a lot of people interested in helping this charity out.
That's awesome. Well, let me ask. I'm just curious. Are there any that you'd be sad to let go? I mean, probably every single one, right? But
Every single one, but I think we have our favorites. I can tell you right now, my favorite is to my right, the '69 ZL1 replica.
oh,
That is my favorite car of all time, period.
yeah. Well, wouldn't be bad if you won it, right?
No.
Well, you can't win it, right?
I can't win it.
I think for me, it's definitely the 53 that's behind us over there. That's the first year Corvette was made. They only made 300 of them. There's about 100 left, and not many in the kind of condition this is in. So we think that's probably worth $500,000-$600,000.
Oh, wow. What kind of state was that in when it came through?
I'll let Chris answer that.
It was a complete basket case. We have 4,000 hours in the restoration of that car,
Wow.
and we're not done yet.
And a lot of money.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, what kind of things can we look forward to? I mean, I know you can't divulge everything, right?
Well,
but
we have like 25 more cars to do. They're going to be awesome. We'll do some other crazy builds with some of them, but they're going to be beautiful, and people should be happy to win any one of them. They're all going to be great cars. I mean, even like, the '89, it's a convertible. That car only has 7,000 miles on it.
Oh, wow.
And it was, stuck away in 1989. It was a new car.
Wow. So when people win this, when the competition, or not the competition, but the giveaway starts, is it going to be all on one day, or is it going to be just over time?
The giveaway's happening right now. It runs through April 30th of 2020, and then in May of 2020, we're going to announce the winners.
That's pretty awesome. So there's still time. There's still a good amount of time for people to get in.
Still time. If you sign up now, we're running a promo code for LA Auto Show, so you get double the amount of tickets. And again, you can go to thelostcorvettes.com to sign up and use LA Auto Code as the promo.
That's awesome. Well, where can people find more info about you guys?
That website.
Okay.
And my shop's Dream Car Restorations in New York, but there's information on the Lost Corvettes website.
That's awesome. Well, guys, you definitely have to check them out. We're going to show you some more of these cars in a bit, but thank you guys for taking time to chat with us. And
Thank you.
I know there's a lot of history just sitting around me, and I have
Yeah.
so many questions. So,
Cool stuff.
thank you guys. Thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.